Hey everyone, it's Suzi here, and today we're playing a Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have another survey to do, so let's check it out together. Alright, it is survey time. I always like to do these with you guys because I think it's kind of fun to kind of, I don't know, get an insight, see what we think, be a little bit of like honest, brutal reactions, whatever. I don't know. Really honest reactions. I'm tired. I need more coffee. And yeah. So usually these result in some instant rewards if they're the ones that are in game. So this should mean some free stuff, which I think we always want free stuff. So does it say what this is about? No, this in general, just here's a survey, take a few minutes. Okay. Overall, how satisfied are you with the current version? I think they've been doing amazing. The events are popping. The new heroes are so cool. They respond quickly to feedback. You guys know I'm satisfied. What do you think needs to be improved in the current version of Watcher of Realms? So to quickly read through what they provide, difficulty in obtaining resources for hero development like gold, poor features or event rewards, some heroes are underpowered or overpowered, please specify, difficulty in obtaining those powerful gear, some features need a further improvement, please specify, and give suggestions, not enough stamina for various features, insufficient game content, feels like there's nothing to do, always getting stuck at certain stages, hard to progress, lack of gear management system like gear filters or sets, low hero summoning drop rates or other, please specify. I really love to see this list because it just shows that they're willing to accept criticism and actually listen to it. Now, when it comes to summoning rates, when it comes to gear, all of this stuff should not be too easy. People say, oh, I want more of this, I want this easier, this needs to be easier. But then when they get it, you complete content too fast and you're bored and you complain there's nothing to do. There needs to be a grind to have something worth, pushing for. And if anything, Watcher of Realms gives us too many summons. Someone commented on one of my videos, hot take, I think they should not change the rates to be like 20 times or whatever, because it's already too easy to get heroes. And to be honest, this game is extremely generous. And I have to say, like, I'm not going to say no, they need to make it worse or harder. But I think they're doing amazing with like how fun and exciting it is to summon. And of course, everyone's going to have bad luck, and sometimes you pull 150 and you just get nothing, because that's the reality of RNG at the end of the day. But then you're going to do 150 more and get 4 legendaries, sometimes 2. It's all going to even itself out. So personally, I don't really know where I should apply to this. I think I need to keep this honest to myself and not just what do I think that everyone else wants, because that's what you guys fill out your surveys for, right? All right, so I think my answer is advanced notice for summoning events. I would like to see us get like a monthly plan, like how we know the next few events right now. Do that all the time. And don't give us only 1 or 2 weeks ahead of time for a limited hero. Let us know like a month out who's the next limited hero, 3 weeks at worst. I think it actually helps them. So what I said is, the further out, the better. Free-to-play can save and plan, and spenders can spend more during bad weeks. Like, if, let's say this week, a spender already has an A5 comment, I mean, I do, and they already have Eris A1, they're like, that's good enough, I'm good, don't need to pull this week. But Anora's coming, and I want to get A5 Anora. So I'm going to spend right now, this week, because I know Anora is coming, to purchase extra packs that are of good value, versus just waiting until the moment of and only buying the packs that are of good value. Not everyone's going to buy literally everything in the shop, and they shouldn't. If it's not good value, they shouldn't buy it. So you're going to have people purchase like only what's good during the moment, versus the more we know ahead of time, the more people can purchase all the things that are good in the shop ahead of time. I really think that is something that could benefit them more than they expect. If you were not specifically considering who to recommend Watcher of Realms to, how likely would you recommend it to your friends? Obviously, I recommend it to people. It's also my job. What aspects of the game enjoyment matter to you the most while playing a game? Okay, there's a lot of options here, so I'm just going to quickly pick my own and not read through all of these. All right, so personally, I put growth, collection, and customizing. Now, growth kind of goes along with strategy, challenge, etc. That's why I put that, because like you want to feel like you improve your characters and you progress. That's kind of why I picked growth. That sense of like, all right, I worked on this hero. All right, I grinded this gear, I re-geared, and now I progressed. Now that could be seen as challenge and strategy, like I said, or whatever as well. But I think that fits it well. Also, this is also for the sake of this genre, this is a hero collector. So the collection is, of course, some of the main aspects to it, which also goes along with randomness and RNG. And then customizing. I am a sucker for skins. I love being able to choose different backgrounds, our setups. I love that kind of stuff in these sort of games. So when a game allows me to customize, that's really fun. You could say the same thing for creation. We can only pick 3. But like if we could create a custom character that's like us that we get to play, that would be so fun. I love that in any type of RPG. But yeah, I put growth, collection, and customizing. Which of the following best describes your experience playing card RPG games? So my answers for this have definitely changed over time. You can choose 2 for this. So I'm not a full casual idle player per se, like without pursuing in-depth strategies or meticulous operations would not necessarily be what I am. I feel like I'm kind of in between. I'm like a semi-casual, semi-competitive. I'm kind of in between, honestly, or semi-strategy research, semi-casual, a little bit of both. But I would say the older I get, the more busy I get, the fact that I have a baby now, I consider myself a more casual player. And yeah, like new content comes out, I'll do it. Sure, I'll try, but I don't always like have to do it the second it's there. I don't stress if I haven't completed something. I definitely let myself relax versus work at the game like, oh my god, it's here. We have to complete it as fast as possible or I failed. I don't want a game to feel like a job, even though it is my job to be a content creator. That doesn't mean my gameplay has to feel like a job. So hopefully people can relax and enjoy that with me as a content creator, that I'm a little less like, bruh, everything doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just have a little bit of fun and we'll figure out what's cool and what works and what's good along the way, right? So I did put casual player, although again, I think I'm probably more an in-between some of these. But I put collector because, I mean, that is the thrill of this type of game, is the collection. So I have to put collector, that's the definite. But then I'm more of a semi-strategic, semi-casual otherwise. So I feel like that's the fair thing to say because I haven't even completed Campaign Chapter 10, Abyss 1, or Gear Dungeon 2, for example. So I definitely can slack a little bit. All right, so how much do you spend on games monthly? I'm just gonna say $50, even though it's probably more like $20 lately, honestly. I really don't spend a lot. You guys see my W Gold high? That was because of previous sponsorships, which included W Gold. I don't get that anymore. I can't afford that. So yeah, will I randomly spend $100 here and there? Sure. But am I mostly only spending like $20 a month? Yeah. So we'll go in the middle and I'm gonna put $50. And yeah, I wish that I still got the extra W Gold, but I don't. That's a struggle, honestly. What are your main motivations for making purchases in Watcher of Realms? To own the new characters and skins and fresh experience. Exactly. Choose up to 5. Oh. Alright, so to speed up the progress and save time, things like, you know, the passes that give you more multi-battles or a faster grinding rate. I like to pay for quality of life, if that's possible. And so that's kind of goes with both of these too, like items that can generate value over time, like the monthly cards and battle passes. I love a battle pass. Super value sales. Like, yeah, if there's an amazing offer, I'm just going to grab it because it's an amazing offer, right? I'm definitely one of those people that try to grab a super amazing offer. And then skins and cosmetics that look extra cool. Yeah, I kind of want to collect them all again with owning new characters or skins in general. If something is extra cool, I'm definitely going to spend a little extra if my budget was already tapped out. All right, compared to last year, are you spending more or less? I would say about the same because it was influenced by sponsorships, so I can't really judge it. All right, have you participated in Drake's Chasm Abyss 1? Yep, I tried. How would you rate Drake's Chasm Abyss 1 in the following aspects? Oh, wait, they just made it a little easier, didn't they? Oh, not on the main server though. Only on, oh boy, it's hard. It's a little too hard because it's just smash harder. I don't like that you have to have these certain heroes so high and they're limited heroes or else you're just not going to be able to get anywhere near. Like, I want to see people do Drake's Chasm Abyss 1 top chest without Kagiri or Sun Wukong. I don't think you should be gated behind content by certain heroes. There should be many options to solve the same puzzle. And they didn't add the strategy element, they just add the smash harder element. So I think that is an issue. I know Falsia will be good for this now too, so I'm very curious about that. But yeah, I would say, honestly, overall satisfaction, I'm not too thrilled because while I expect it to be harder, I don't expect it to be you need 1 or 2 heroes or you can't do it. That's not ideal. But the visuals, okay, the visuals are very cool. The gameplay and strategies, that's where, I guess, you know what? That's where I'm less satisfied because it's gated, right? Rewards are okay. They could be better. So I'm not going to give that a 5. Ease of understanding the mechanics. Yeah, the dual switching, I mean, I understand it. It's cool. I like that idea. But I think they just toned things a little too hard, so you have to have certain heroes. Now, if people do have those certain heroes and they can smash their way through it, then cool. But yeah. All right, how would you rate the difficulty? Well, that is what I'm saying. Overall difficulty. Oh, very difficult, too easy. Okay, so I think it's a little too difficult. I mean, I'm going to put 4, not 5, just because it should be difficult. We should have to take time to figure out what the best combinations are. But yeah, the damage output from the boss. Okay, damage dealt to the boss in a normal state. It's not great. Shield breaking time. I mean, that's okay. I don't know. Damage durability and healing requirements. See, this is just where it could be better, right? It's all of it. How motivated are you for continuing? I'm not very motivated, honestly. I think once it's adjusted, that's just the truth. I want to see it adjusted first because I know they're working on adjusting it for the Forerunner server. So what is it going to be on the main server as well? What are your main reasons for low participation motivation? The difficulty, it's just, here it is. Specific heroes required and strategic options are limited. I'm just going to put that because that is the truth. That's the big thing. And I would say, I guess the hits are a little hard. I think, yeah, that's the main thing, is it feels too limited. Alright, so I replied that it can't be needing A5 Sun Wukong and Kagiri or impossible to get even close to top chests. It should be hard, but it shouldn't be a damage-only fest. There should be a little more strategy to success in not needing A5 limited heroes. One suggestion would be to give us 1 more attempt daily free, so people can use 2 keys on Abyss and then 1 key on Nightmare 4. Then just slightly lower the boss's overall difficulty, as far as like how much healing or damage mitigation you need and how much damage you need to do. Adjust that only a little bit, but give us extra keys so we can 2 key it. And then people that have the A5 Sun Wukongs and Kagiris and whatever can 1 key it. I think that would be a fair medium. Please select the stories and characters you're familiar with from the following list. Familiar with? I mean, I've heard of them all. The Iliad and the Odyssey. I don't know anything about the Divine Comedy. Maybe if I heard the character, I'd be like, oh yeah, that. Andersen's Fairy Tales, Aesop's Fables. I've heard of it. Grimm. I love the Grimm. Journey to the Sun of the Earth. I've heard of, but I don't really know much about. So I'm gonna skip that one actually. Or no, I don't know. I feel like. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna put everything I've heard of at the very least, familiar with, but don't know anything about Andersen's Fairy Tales or Divine Comedy. Which of the following works do you like? Choose up to 5. Dracula, Norse mythology, Grimm fairy tales, Cthulhu, and Arthurian legend. Boom. Quick instincts, just go. How excited are you about the potential collaborations between these works? Okay, you know what? No. Here, let's do this. Dracula, Arthurian legends. I'll put those are the 4, but the really unique ones like Cthulhu and Grimm Fairy Tales, I'm gonna give those a 5. All right, which aspects of story, characters, collab events interest you most? Hero appearances and skins from collabs, or the actual heroes? Duh. Ooh, but story content, that'd be fun. Themed events and story content? Choose up to 5. The skill design. Character settings and background stories of character settings and background stories? I mean, I just think the actual gameplay itself, I guess. And the skills, okay. I mean, fair enough. Like, if they make the skills be super fun to their lore, maybe some little silly Easter egg nods to cliches or something. You know, you can really get funny there. There's some interesting stuff that we have found with Godforge. All right, what are your expectations regarding hero character settings in stories and collab events? See, I'm kind of in between on these. So I don't like when they make something completely different. Like you switch their gender in their entire story and it just isn't at all. But it also should allow for some adaptation because it's a game at the end of the day and you want to fit it to your genre and have a little bit of fun with it. It's not a history class or lesson or documentary at the end of the day. Documentary. Sorry, I'm American here. Some adaptations are acceptable, but they should align with the style. But yeah, I would lean more toward keeping things like mostly logical. So you're like, that is not Merlin. But if they made a female Merlin, is that a big deal? No, because Merlin is said to be able to change forms. So he's not always just an old man. But if they made King Arthur, Queen Arthur, that would be weird. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. If Dracula were to have crossover, what content would you like to see? Oh boy. I mean, it's the same thing as I just said. Like, characters, avatars, gameplay, in-game events that are, like, going along with it. New heroes. I mean, Vlad the Impaler versus Dracula the Vampire could be a thing. My gender, I am female. My age, I'm getting old. And there we go. Now, let's see. Did we get our in-game reward? Yes, we did. Boom! A free summon. Easy free summon. And a pretty important survey. That's another one where it's like, this is how you share your honest opinion with the game. I think it's a really great thing that they do with the surveys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little chat with me and a little insight into my thought process. Let me know yours in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.